Now, there's been a misconception in spiritual traditions that the earth is dirty, the body is dirty, woman is dirty, and heaven is where it's at. And that is one of the reasons the world is falling apart. Because we have dishonored the first chakra, we have dishonored the body, dishonored the earth, and dishonored the feminine. And if we are going to work this miracle and we're going to weave healing in the world, we need to balance these polarities, because unless we have both God and Goddess, we can't come to the heart. And as long as we're only up here, we're not going to come to the heart. We need to bring both ends together. Understand?
Yeah.
So, everything that grows in life puts roots down where? In the earth. The element of the first chakra is earth. Its name, Muladhara, means root support. We get the support by having roots in the earth, just as a plant does. Now, if you went out to your garden and you started pulling up, the plants because they weren't growing fast enough and said, I'm going to help you reach the sky. I'm going to pull you up. What would happen? Right. Everything in life grows upward on its own if it can go down. So we don't lift ourselves up, we push ourselves up. It's very different. So the first movement is this opening, and the second movement is pushing down into the earth. So let's come up onto our feet. So we had a drink of water. Second chakra purpose is to open the senses to pleasure, enjoyment. In the old text, the downward current of the chakras was called bhukti, which means enjoyment. Mukti is liberation, bhukti is enjoyment. Why are we given a planet so full of color and beauty and smells and tastes and sounds if we are not meant to enjoy it? That pleasure gives us happiness. That pleasure connects us to the planet and to each other. And so when we deny that, what do we have? We start to deny beauty. We start to deny our experience. And the senses are the gateway where the outside comes in. And so what we become is senseless. And then we live in a world that doesn't feel good anymore. It's not pretty. It doesn't smell good anymore because we have denied that. And then we're taught not to feel. We're taught, do what you're told, never mind how it feels. Right? How many were taught that? How many got that in school? And so what happens is we go through the world not feeling, not sensing, and we become very shut down and disconnected. When we are disconnected, we're not whole. And disconnection is not the way to love. Disconnection does not lead to love. Connection leads to love. Listening, seeing, feeling, touching. We live in a culture that has made it wrong to touch. But in our body, when the body is stroked, it produces a chemical called oxytocin in the heart. And that chemical is the chemical that makes us bond with another human being. It makes us connect, and it makes us care. So when we say you can't touch, then we're not producing that chemical anymore, and the heart shuts down. and we don't feel our bodies. And our world starts to become unpleasant. And then when the world is unpleasant, well, of course we don't want to feel it. When the world is not beautiful, of course we don't want to see it. So we go like this. How many walk like this down the street and not look and not see and not feel? So the second chakra is opening up the realm of feeling. Now, it's also duality. And so when you open up the realm of feeling, it isn't all pleasure, is it? There's pleasure and there's pain. And that is the duality that moves us. Pleasure moves us. When we're feeling good, we go, yeah. It opens us. Pain also moves us because we say, that hurts. I'm going to do something about that. Pain motivates us. And so as we come down into the second chakra, we have to be willing to feel both. We have to feel the light and the shadow.